Hey, I'm Pastor Terry Newman with Crystal Hill Assembly of God, and welcome to A Spark for the Heart. This week, the next few devotionals that we'll have, my associate pastor, Ken Mayo, will be doing a series on being in the pit. And I know you're going to enjoy it. Ken is a phenomenal teacher and minister, and I know that you'll be blessed as you learn what to do, because all of us get there at some time or another, and knowing what to do and how to handle that time of being in the pit is what it's all about. So we want to encourage you just to sit back and enjoy as Brother Ken brings us the challenge of what to do when you're in the pit. God bless you.
Life is the pits. Either you're pushing people in the pits, or you're in the pits, or you're trying to get yourself out of the pits. But regardless of, life is always about the pits. Now, I know a lot of people that try to avoid the pits. They think that that's the worst place in the world to be, and so they try to stay away from it. But the truth of the matter is, we can't stay away from the pits, because we're either in them, pushing people in them, or we're trying to get out of the pits. In Jeremiah chapter 37, verse 12 through 16, "Now it happened when the army of the Chaldeans had lifted the siege from Jerusalem because of Pharaoh's army, that Jeremiah went out from Jerusalem to go to the land of Benjamin in order to take possession of some property there among the people. Now while he was at the gate of Benjamin, a captain of the guard, whose name was Urijah, the son of Shelemiah, the son of Hananiah, he was there. And he arrested Jeremiah the prophet, saying, 'You're going over to the Chaldeans.' But Jeremiah said, 'That's a lie. I'm not going over to the Chaldeans.' Yet Urijah would not listen to him. So Urijah arrested Jeremiah and brought him to the officials. Then the officials were angry at Jeremiah, and they beat him, and they put him in jail in the house of Jonathan the scribe, which they had made into the prison. For Jeremiah had come into the dungeon, that is, the vaulted cell, and Jeremiah stayed there many days." You see, Jeremiah went into the pit not wanting to go. He had no desire to go. Now, when I talk about the pit, what I'm talking about is a place that you wouldn't go unless it was the last place in the world. It's a place that is undesirable. It's a place that you just would not want to be there. A pit is also a place where you could point your finger at somebody and blame it on them and say, "It's your fault that I'm in the pit." Often the pit is a place that we look at and we say, we get mad and we get upset and we point our finger and blame it at somebody else. But the truth of the matter is, we are in a pit because God has a plan for our life. I had a friend one time, his name was Steve Flood. And Steve was a good Christian man. And Steve was worked at a utility. And one day he got a notice that he got a pink slip and he no longer had a job there. Well, it wasn't a week or two later until his wife came home and said, "I don't want to be married to you anymore." And so not only did Steve lose his job, but Steve lost his wife and he lost his family. Now you talk about being in the pits. There's not much in life that can be worse than losing your job and losing your family, unless it's Job, where you lose your health also. But the pit is something that we try to avoid, but the truth of the matter is, life is all about the pits. Either you're in the pits, you're trying to get out of the pits, or we're pushing people into the pits.
We hope you enjoyed and were ministered to by A Spark for the Heart with Terry Newman. A Spark for the Heart is a ministry of Crystal Hill Assembly of God in North Little Rock, Arkansas. We invite you to subscribe to our channel, watch past devotionals, and visit our website and social media pages.